Okay, so WWE Network special live from Madison Square Garden was essentially a house show. They had through 7 matches in 2.5 hours with a little bit of interludes here and there. They did, of course, talk with Kane in the back. We talked about how it was important to be at Madison Square Garden and how Seth seemed kind of startled when he was behind him, and that he would be there to help take care of whatever demon is currently hunting down Seth. It's a bad storyline, but man, Kane is doing his, well, Glenn is doing his best to make this actually work. I talked with Paul Heyman, who was kind of like, Renee, let me do this. Did his spiel, crowd loved it. But then again, he's in his backyard, so it worked out. Opening contest, Rusev and Sheamus taking on Ziggler and Orton. Good match. The heels didn't get along very well. Ziggler does a good job playing face in peril. Finish comes with Sheamus missing the bro kick, eating a super kick from Ziggler, eating an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Rusev starts to run down Sheamus, calls him a cold fish like Lana, eats a bro kick. Good match, worked well, crowd's hot for it. Stardust Neville. Again, good back and forth. These two know each other well. Stardust throwing out a couple of new moves here and there, but at the end of the day, still eats a red arrow from Neville. Good match. I liked how Stardust kept on playing with Neville's cape. It had a different sort of level to it. Worked well. Team PCB took on the Bellas. The Bellas came out to a pretty good sized pop. Paige seemed to come out to a bigger pop than the Bellas. Becky Lynch, not that much of a pop, and Charlotte was kind of a little bit less than the Bellas pop. So Team PCB, which I thought broke up on Monday, took on the Bellas. Becky, as always, was facing peril in this match. Charlotte gets tagged in. Clean's house is about to finish off Nikki. Paige tags herself in. Paige is having some issues, goes to tag out. Becky and Charlotte hop down. Paige is like, "What? What are you doing to me?" And then eats a rack attack. And then I forgot to promo how, they were your friends, I'll never forgive you. And I was like, alright. I thought Team PCB was done. I thought they already turned the page. I thought that they'd already finished, like, oh, we're not a team anymore. That's why Natalya showed up. Natalya will probably be the surrogate. Well, I guess then it'd be NCB. Maybe if they had an actual name, it'd be easier to throw in a new member, but that's a whole different story. So, decent match, but it felt like it told the same story we saw on Raw, just slightly different. Instead of Paige walking out of the team, it was Paige being left. Jericho came down. Today was his 25th anniversary of wrestling. And it was his first opponent, a man at ringside, Lance Storm. Lance Storm is sitting next to Jon Stewart. Alright, good stuff. Who's Jericho taking on? Freaking Kevin Owens. Great match. Nice back and forth, told a great story. How did this match end? Thumb to the eye and a roll up. That is how you effectively heal. It is. Eye rake roll up, thumb to eye roll up, both of which are fantastic. Great way to finish a match. Worked well, good match. Dudley's New Day. You see their match of Night of Champions? A lot of the same. Dudley's highly dominant. He hit a 3D. Xavier Woods dives in, gets the save. They put a table in the ring. Next thing you know, someone's being put through a table. That's not a member of the Dudleys. Lesnar, Big Show. Show hits 3 choke slams. Lesnar kicks out. Show goes for the big punch, which, I'll be honest, I think Show should start matches with a big punch. Just saying. Should be like collar and elbow tie up, push the guy off the ropes, big fist to the face, but Lesnar ducks it. Hits a German. Hits 4 Germans. Looks like there's a botched F5. I think he just had poor footing or poor weight distribution. Because he goes for another one right afterwards. 1, 2, 3. Show's been defeated by Lesnar. Lesnar comes back, Hits a belly to belly, another F5. Crowd's excited, worked well. Now they lower the cage. Again, Cena, Rollins know each other well, put on a great match. It had all of your standard spots in the cage where one guy's climbing up the cage, other guy's going for the door. Guy climbing, looks down, one guy's going for the door, makes a run to stop the guy at the door. They stop each other repeatedly trying to climb out of the cage. It seems to be like, hit a big move. Opponent's laid out. Start climbing the cage. Slowly climb the cage. Pick the most inopportune locations to climb the cage. Like, why use the turnbuckle when I can just climb up the ropes and onto the cage? Because screw logic. They actually did a nice spot where Cena was trying to leave and Rollins hopped above where the door is at. I think kicked the door into his face. And I was like, that's a good bit. I thought we were instead going to see the spot where, Rollins tries to do that and Cena hits him in the balls with the door. But I'm like, yeah, that's a good spot. I like that one. That was different. Cena also had Rollins in an STF, and Rollins was trying to climb out of the ring while in STF. And I was like, that's not a bad spot. So how did this match end? Did you think interruption by Kane? And then John retains. And then Kane reigns supreme in the ring. But it was nice seeing 7 matches in 2.5 hours with a little bit of interlude. And I was like, man, if they only do this for this one show they do every week, if they could just take half of what they do here and put that onto Raw, I think Raw would probably turn around when it comes to ratings.